standard 7. Now we started with the chapter the Turkish invasion and we also completed Mahmud of Ghazni. Now today's class will be completing Muhammad Ghori. Now you have to remember that there were the two Turkish invaders who invaded India. One was Mahmud of Ghazni and the next was Muhammad Ghori. Now you have to remember, now Ghori, how this name, the Gaur, okay. Now Gaur was a militaristic state. Militaristic state means military was very, very powerful. Okay, Gaur was a militaristic state and it did not yield much revenue. You need money and money comes from where? Money comes from revenue. Revenue means the land revenue. The tax which comes from land, it is known as a revenue. So here it was a militaristic state. Militaristic state means a very large military. To maintain large military, you need money. So here they were not able to receive money. God ruler, he was not able to yield much revenue because land was not suitable for agricultural production. They were not able to get much revenue because land was not suitable for agricultural production. So what happened here? He imposed, the ruler of Gaur, Muhammad Ghori, he levied heavy taxes on prosperous areas, the areas which were very rich, the areas which were able to give more revenue. What he did? He increased the land revenue and these two areas were Khurasan and Merv. These two areas, they increased the land revenue. Okay, because Gaur was a militaristic state. Okay. Now here this step means increase in the land revenue on these two areas, Khurasan and Merv. This step made him unpopular. Unpopular means people did not like him. He became unpopular. Okay. And the Seljuk tribes who were living in Khurasan, the Seljuk tribe, they revolted against him and forced Ghori to go out from Khurasan. Forced Ghori to go out from Khurasan. So here, still he need money. Fine. Khurasan people they revolted and they forced him to go from there. Then what he did? He invaded India. Muhammad Ghori, he invaded India. Why he invaded India? To raise economic strength. Paisa aana chahiye. To raise the economic strength, he invaded India so that he can get money. Again remember, he did not invade India to expand his empire. Why he invaded India? He invaded India to raise economic strength. And after that we see that he became the founder of the Muslim empire. Muhammad Ghori laid the foundation of Muslim empire in India because he invaded India, and we'll be talking about how he laid the Muslim empire. Muslim empire, okay, which came to be known as Delhi Sultanate. So he laid the first foundation of Muslim empire in India, Muhammad Ghori, because he invaded India to raise economic strength. At the end of 12th century AD, Muhammad Ghori, he led series ek ke baad ek. He led series of expedition, and he conquered the region of Multan. But again a temporary setback. Temporary setback means for a temporary period he was defeated. He was defeated by the ruler of Gujarat. But again, in 1190 AD, he captured Punjab. Now remember, this was the main center. Punjab. Why he captured Punjab? Punjab, he thought that if he will capture Punjab, Punjab will be a center to conquer the other territories. It will become the base to conquer the other territories. So he captured Punjab. So why he captured Punjab? Because he believed that it will be a base for further conquest. Next, in 1191 AD, first battle of Tarain. We'll be talking about two battles, first battle of Tarain and second battle of Tarain, and both these battles were between Muhammad Ghori and Prithviraj Chauhan. Now coming to the point of Prithviraj Chauhan. Who was Prithviraj Chauhan? Prithviraj Chauhan was the ruler of Ajmer and Delhi. Okay, and what he did, he tried to stop Muhammad Ghori. So in 1191, first battle of Tarain took place between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori. Prithviraj Chauhan defeated Muhammad Ghori. But one thing, what was not done by Prithviraj Chauhan, he did not take any attempt to out Ghori from Punjab. No attempt. He defeated him. Prithviraj Chauhan only defeated. But he did not do anything that made him go out from Punjab. What happened? Okay. Ghori posed. Now, why Prithviraj Chauhan did not made him go out from Punjab? He thought that he will be not a danger. He defeated him. So here, Muhammad Ghori again rebuilt himself, and in 1192 AD, again he rebuilt. Soon he returned back, rebuilt himself and returned back, and we had the second battle of Tarain. Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated. He was defeated in second battle of Tarain. So Muhammad Ghori defeated Prithviraj Chauhan in second battle of Tarain. Now, but what was the reason that such a powerful ruler, he was defeated by Muhammad Ghori? Prithviraj Chauhan was defeated by Muhammad Ghori because he did not get adequate help from the Rajput rulers. Especially at that time, Raja Jaichand, who was the ruler of Kannauj, he did not help Prithviraj Chauhan. So he did not get adequate sufficient help from the Rajput ruler. So here what happened? He was defeated. He was defeated by Muhammad Ghori, Prithviraj Chauhan. And then when Muhammad Ghori in 1194 AD, Muhammad Ghori defeated Raja Jaichand also in the battle of Chandawar. In the battle of Chandawar, Raja Jaichand also was defeated by Prithviraj Chauhan. Okay. So we completed the two battles, Battle of Tarain and first Battle of Tarain and second Battle of Tarain and Battle of Chandawar. Now we will do. Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khilji, he conquered Bihar. Now who was Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khilji and who was Qutbuddin Aibak? They were the governors. Okay, they were the governors who were fighting from the side of Muhammad Ghori. So Muhammad bin Bakhtiyar Khilji, he conquered Bihar, and Qutbuddin Aibak, he became the first viceroy. So here, before also I said Muhammad Ghori, he never wanted to be a ruler of India. He never wanted to extend his empire to India. So here, when he defeated Prithviraj Chauhan, Gola. Now who was Gola? Gola was the son of Prithviraj Chauhan. Gola was made a puppet king, and Qutbuddin Aibak was he became the viceroy of India. Okay. So when Qutbuddin Aibak, when Muhammad Ghori he died, Now when Muhammad Ghori died, 1206 AD Muhammad Ghori died, and the same year Qutbuddin Aibak, from viceroy, he became the ruler of Delhi and Ajmer. Okay, he became the ruler and he laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. So who laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate? Qutbuddin Aibak. So you have to get clear here. Muslim empire, who led the first Muslim empire? It was by Muhammad Ghori. And who laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate? It was by Qutbuddin Aibak. Now next, the last topic which you have to remember, what were the reasons for the success of Turks in India? Why the Turks, it became easy Turks to invade India? Number one, weakness of Rajput kingdoms. And this weakness was exposed when Muhammad Ghori invaded India. Okay. See, earlier there was a rumor that the Rajputs were very powerful, so it is very difficult to invade India. But then this weakness of Rajput kingdom, because there was no unity among them. So this weakness of Rajput kingdom was exposed after Muhammad Ghori. Indian society was divided into several classes. So many castes. Indian society was divided into several classes. Army lacked unity. There was no unity among army because of the caste system. This caste system was one of the reasons for no unity among the army. Rajput treated war as a tournament. They never have taken. See, the Rajput rulers were fighting among themselves, but they never has taken this war as serious. They were fighting like a tournament. Who is a very powerful ruler? And military tactics of Turks was better than the Indians. The last thing which I want to conclude here, that when the Turks, the Arabs, the Muslims invaded India, there was a rise of composite culture, dressing style changed. Means two cultures joined together. Indian culture joined together, the Muslim culture joined together. So dressing style changed, food style changed, then living style changed. Okay, so there was a lot of change. So there was a rise of new culture which was known as composite culture. So today's class we completed the Turkish invasion, where you studied the two Turkish ruler, Mahmud of Ghazni and Muhammad Ghori. Thank you.